welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then please subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my videos. Today we have a Sangean DT-180. It's an AM/FM stereo portable radio. I have to do a big shout out to JJ Coolhouse for donating this radio to the channel. Awesome. He sent me a little note. It says, "Thanks for the channel. Keep up the great work. Cheers, JJ Coolhouse." Well, JJ, if you can nickname that for you. This is an awesome radio, bud. Thank you very much. Let's get at it. All right, so it came to me shipped from Amazon. So the packaging gets a little beat up. And it's a funny story behind this. Real quick, I got a note saying my UPS delivery was delayed due to the vehicle rollover. Yeah, no kidding. When I got my box, my Amazon box, it was like crushed in half, and I was like, oh no. And the only damage I found was up here on the blister pack. It had cracked and peeled here. If you guys can see that, here it is in the back side. So that was the only damage on the blister pack. So it protected it, even in a rollover. Hope the guy was okay. But yeah, the box looked like it was like thrown across the road. But everything survived. So here it is. Yay. Okay, so let's go look at the packaging. Sangean FM stereo AM pocket receiver. Looks like somebody is enjoying it. There's the radio. Some headphones. We got some information. 15 station presets. I'll explain those. You can kind of pause and read all that fun stuff. 90-minute auto shutoff. 2 AAA batteries. Yeah, handheld size. Premium pocket radio. DT-180. All right, and I think the back has some information here, like on all the typical Sangeans. So tuning type is PLL. There's your memory presets. I don't know why that says 20 there. It must be for a different radio. But there you go. Kind of going over the different things. Okay. And then this is, I think, the same as on the front. All right. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we got inside. So it's just, like I said, a clamshell. I popped the little plastic nubs there. This lifts off. Cover. And then in the little pack here, we get the headphones, which I'll just leave in here. Well, I'll take them out. You guys want to probably see what these look like. I use different headphones than the ones they provide you. Because I like my own pair. I use these like cheapy ones from Walmart, but they work really good for me. Here you go. Kind of shows you the quality. And these are really nice, actually. Are they pivoting? Nope. They look like they're fixed style. But yeah, not bad. Keep those off to the side. See what else we get. There's little foamies to put on that. Okay, some information here. All right, so that's it in the bottom section. The radio is held in pretty tight, so let me give me a second to pop this out. They have these like little felt pads that was holding the radio, but those felt pads sometimes mark up the radio. So, all right, let's get this out of the way. Yay, protected my radio after the rollover. So sweet. Okay, so instructions. We got a, oh yeah, we gotta bring this down now because that blister pack was huge. Can move this over. Okay, so limited warranty. I'm thinking it's a year. They usually are. Send it in. You need to, I haven't had to yet, so let me see how good their product holds up. This guide. Oops, oh here, this little dude. Yeah, it's another one. Make sure your radio's not in the lock position. Yeah. All right, here's the, excuse me. The manual, DT-120, DT-180, they're the same. If you go and look online, the DT-120 is a white version. DT-180 is a black version. Though I do have a DT-120CL coming. It's a clear model of the same radio that takes only 1 AAA battery. So I'm kind of intrigued by that. That it's labeled DT-120, though it's a clear model, it only takes 1 AAA. So we'll have fun looking at that radio when it comes in. But pretty basic manual. It's pretty much says this is the 120. So it's the one. This is like this 180 must be an upgrade of the 120. I just changed the name or the number or something like that, I guess, because I think they're identical. So pretty simple stuff. Here's the frequency chart for the frequency nuts. Yes, you can change the stepping, and we'll talk about that. All right. So there's the book. Let's bring on the radio. Here's the radio. Holy cow, that looks small on my dimensions. Okay, so this is 3 5/8 of an inch tall. It's 2 inches wide, and it's 5/8 thick. So it's pretty thin. I love this little thing. It's like perfect. I enjoyed this. I had this out today. did some daytime listening, nighttime listening. Oh, it's a good little radio. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you size comparison. So what did I bring for size comparison? Here we go. We got its bigger brother, my smallest Sangean, I think, my DT-210. And I've been using this one outside quite a bit too, just to see if I can get some reception in. And its variant bar is right here on the bottom. So they both sound pretty good, identically as far as AM went. I was pretty surprised. So yeah, we'll explore that. And look at this, it has two AAA batteries too. So that's a cool size difference right there. Neat thing is this has a speaker, this doesn't, but you know what? When I'm outside, I don't really need to have a speaker. So I kind of feel like I'm annoying the people around me. They don't want to hear what I'm listening to usually. All right, so next we have CCPocket, kind of showing you the bigger difference there. Yeah, that's a big difference. Look at that, really cool. And then of course, a deck of cards. Yeah. Cool. All right, so let's go over features of this little guy. All right. So looking at the radio, left-hand side, we have a power button. And when you have the power on, it acts as your band select feature too. Front of the radio, we have that great, bring some light over here. We have a great LCD display. It's very easy to read. I love their displays. I just think it's amazing. We have this really cool like metal bezel on there over the plastic, and it says Sangean here, and it's raised. Kind of cool. We have 4 buttons on the front. DBB, deep bass boost, and the step function. And we'll talk about step function in a second. Here we have a stereo mono button and also your clock set feature. And when you're using the clock set feature, you use these buttons to set the hour and minutes. And of course, tuning up and down, seeking up and down. And we'll of course go through that. Model number DT-180. Oh yeah, I'm really liking this radio. It's so cool. Right hand side, we have the volume rocker. So, you know, down and up. I do notice on faint AM stations, you can actually hear the clicking as you're going up and down. But if you hold up and down, you don't hear it clicking. So it's not a big deal. But I noticed it with headphones, of course, because this is a headphone-only radio. All right, on the back here, we have a lock switch. We have the battery compartment that I believe slides open. I think it's pretty tight to here, so I'm just going to probably leave this closed and not mess with it. There's a spot for a wrist strap, though they don't give you one. There's a hole here, and it passes through there. So they don't give you that. Then they market volumes over here, power band, like I told you, and it has a sleep mode. You can, of course, hold it down and eliminate the sleep mode. It always defaults to 90 minutes. Top of the radio, we have 5 preset buttons. Check that out. Pretty cool. I like having access right away. And then here we have our headphone port. Headphones sound fantastic. This whole radio is about headphones. Yeah, it's crazy. The deep bass boost is actually too much bass for me. So you guys might like that if you're bass junkies. For me, it's way too much. It's normal. It's perfect. I like it just the normal level. It is a fingerprint magnet, as you can see. I have a cloth, but I'm not going to mess with it. I probably should have wished I got the white one because of all this fingerprints. You probably won't see it on the white much, but the black does look good. I do like the black when it looks nice. All right, so let's go ahead and show you how we're going to play this today. So I have a patch cable. I'm going to hook this up. I don't have a fancy rig or nothing. Check this out. You're going to love this, guys. Remember this radio? Oh, yeah, it's the GPX. I forgot the model number already on it. I'll put a link up here to this radio. I think it was like under 14 bucks. And it doesn't do very well on anything, but it works really good as an external speaker source. So I'm using it line in on the side here, and it works really good. So we're going to have fun. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn this on. And now with the FM band, what we're going to do with the FM band now, in every Todderbert's Radio Waves episode with FM reception, what we're going to talk about is the reception itself. We're not going to do band scan FM anymore because I've gotten too many copyright hits on music being played, even for 5 seconds. So we're going to have to just do something a little differently. So what I'm going to do is talk about the FM reception. FM reception on this radio is excellent. Selectivity is amazing because, of course, it's digital. You don't have to worry about that. The headphone quality with the FM is amazing. The big thing on this radio is FM stereo. It's able to lock in and keep that FM stereo a lot better than my CCPocket even. And it's equal to the DT-200X and the DT-400W that Sangean makes. It sounds amazing on FM, and it has the same reception, the same capability to draw the stations in with the headphone wire. It rocks. I'm really happy with that. So with that said, what we're going to do is just do an audio test. And we'll just do one station test and see if we can get a station to come in, a talk radio. So let's go ahead and turn it on with the side button. And here, I'll turn up the volume.
Often these incidents are not a matter of neglect, but even the most
you might hear some static because it's kind of a hard station to get.
To forget a child in the car. to sleep deprivation,
Volume.
stress, or a change in routine which can lead to fatal results. As temperatures
Trying to improve
continue to
reception by
soar,
moving this
take
wire.
steps to ensure a child is never forgotten in a hot car.
Seems to be
Download
working.
Cars for Kids Safety app
A little bit.
Cars for Kids
Okay, so looking at the display, I'll just kind of bring this down again. You'll see a battery level indicator. I have rechargeables in there, so of course that is always going to be down a notch. Here's the frequency we're on, 105.9. Sleep function there, we got 90 minutes till it turns off. Or memory 5 on FM2, and I'll explain that in a second. But then there's also a signal strength indicator, which I like. And I was going to try to move my wire. You can see it going up as I move it.
Tough talk from the U.S. Defense Secretary about the On-Again Korea Summit.
So there we go. Now what we'll do, like I said, that's a very hard station to get in this location. What I'm going to do is do some radio todderbert, which is, you know, is what it is. You just hear it. It should come in nice. Turn it on. Unplug my transformers for the AM band. We're going to have fun with the AM. Don't touch the radio, get better reception. All right, so we are going to go to FM1. Okay, let's hear what we hear on this band. All right, so 98.1, we should be hearing something. All right, something's turned down. Let me just see what's turned down. Come on. There it is. So you can see, since I'm close to the transmitter, I got full signal strength. And then you can see it's in stereo, receiving stereo. Cool. Deep bass boost. Too much bass. Alright, so we'll call it there on that. So you got an idea for the basic FM. So if you buy this radio for FM listening, you're rocking. Don't have to worry about a thing. You'll love it. AM. So let's go ahead and explore the AM. I'm not sure what it's going to do tonight. During the day, I did real well. I actually got 2 new station logs I never had before, which was pretty neat for a small little radio. So let's go ahead and do some work on that. Let me just take my cloth here and just dust this off a little bit, because this thing is a fingerprint magnet. Alright, so to go to the bands, well, first we'll talk about presets. So I have presets all of the same station here. You can see, through 5. It's pretty easy. Just find your station, you press and hold. It gives an audible beep. I don't know if you heard that. I'll turn that up. Let me do that again. Press and hold. Here we go. Yeah, it makes a beep. Alright, so with that, we have, so FM1, FM2.
WBDM News Time 10:34. Google is Not
So
renewing a contract with
the reason why you have FM1, FM2 is so you have 5 extra slots. So you get 5 presets on FM1 and 5 presets on FM2. Of course, I have the same station on all of them to avoid any copyright issues. Okay, so let's go to the AM band now. Now that you saw that. So AM. Okay, we are going to go cruise on down, and I'll show you how the tuning works. Just press and hold, rocks. There's also seek, which is nice, so you can press and let go. It'll find a station, which it just found 1700. That's cool. It might come in blaring. Just letting you guys know if you guys are wearing headphones. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll just step this up and see how it goes. Alright, so we are at the bottom of the scale. Now I have presets for my local stations.
The tone has been an 18 ball game. I know that.
Houston National Cemetery.
It can be read.
So those last two are really cool daytime stations. So we'll go ahead, we'll start the bottom of the band. We'll just kind of cruise up, see what we can hear tonight. I think we're going to do good. I was pretty impressed with this little guy. I couldn't imagine this little tiny antenna in here rocks. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn it up. I hear some static. I thought I had everything unplugged here. Let me just unplug my other transformer. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and do this. 540 Jackson, Wisconsin, WAUK, 400 watt station.
Did you pre-qualify your flooring contractor, or did you choose someone based
KTRS 550, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watt tower.
What about reference?
This thing's good.
Eric, this fries me about the American people. It's almost a will.
Local station. This station here I can get during the day is WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan. WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I got this earlier today also.
Acknowledged in my family. I was working in the nation's capital.
620
Living back in
WTMJ,
Missouri.
Milwaukee.
She had, been
Let's make sure my radio's not interfering. So 640 is Peatone, Illinois. That's 75 miles away at 1600 watts on 640. So this is WSM Nashville, 434 miles. A little bit of interference, probably because of the camera. So I'm going to try to tune this without minimal.
and Kevin Plawecki.
I hear something, 690 Montreal, Quebec. WLW 700, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
It was awesome. It turned out to be an awesome album. You think?
Local station, WGN. I'm not going to hover. That was CFZM, Toronto. Sweet! 460 miles. Awesome. This is neat. This is WSB Atlanta. It's picking up. little bit of static. I think there's some storms going on. But you can hear them. It's definitely Atlanta. And we could also bring the loop in just to see if it does anything. I haven't tried with this radio yet. Antenna's on the bottom. So I got a little bit of gain. Cool. Nice. So you saw that working. It works with a loop. I don't know if I'll be using it with a loop, but alright.
At the same time, and that really is the case. So we have brothers in business.
760 WJR Detroit, 270 miles.
Some of the communication.
Yeah, definitely interference when hooked up to a powered speaker. But
And we will make sure you drive home happy in a
local?
brand new Volkswagen.
We will stay.
At Walmart, the lowest price is everything. That's why
CKLW,
a one-pound
800,
strawberry
Windsor,
is
Ontario.
$1.66.
270 miles.
Save money, live better. Listen to AM 800 on iHeartRadio. A free download at the App Store and streaming at iHeartRadio.ca. Ontario Votes 2018 on AM 800. What are you going to call?
There you go, got call letters. Nice. I hear somebody talking. This could be WHB Kansas City 810 or WGY Albany, New York. Not picking up Minneapolis. There's Louisville. And that's crackling is definitely storms.
Okay, I just wanted to see if I could bait you. I could not bait you. You are a master at not baiting. You're a master not debater. So I will say good day to you. Have a good day. Well, you have a great day. All right, you too. All right, last call. We'll take more calls. 800-501-7080, 800-501-7080. Pastor George, North Carolina, how are you?
This is, I believe, KOA Denver, which is 890 miles. Sweet. CJBC, Toronto, Ontario. Nice ball game going on. WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles. Usually WCBS, but I haven't heard them lately. I don't know what's going on with their radio station. They must have changed something.
Unlimited photo storage at no cost, just like Google Photos.
Local. I'm going to kind of cruise with the band quickly now. We're going to go to some stations that I know. Local.
Arriving children 13 and younger receive a Cubs Echo microphone presented by Master.
CBW, Winnipeg, Manitoba, 675 miles. Sweet.
From 1950 until 1965. He died in 1977, very young age, of only 74 years of age. Bing Crosby. We have an episode for you now from December 11th, 1952. Bing Crosby stars. His guests are Rosemary Clooney and Joe Venuti. This is sponsored by General Electric. Part 1 now of the Bing Crosby Show.
When the blue...
So that was KDKA Pittsburgh, Hollywood 360 classic radio show, and that's in Pennsylvania, 450 miles away. Cool.
Yeah, I would say a tub is, I would probably say a good, well, I don't even know if you get a cast iron tub anymore, but The acrylic.
So WBZ is usually here.
It's probably about $1,000.
Boston, Massachusetts.
The mixing valve or the
Discount code John. The deep state wants to
WHO, Des Moines, Iowa.
Now, Jerome Corsi's powerful new book, Killing the Deep.
Go 1060.
We'll see a mix of sun and clouds, but again, late day showers are expected Tuesday, and the high will be 77 degrees.
There you go. I heard KYW. Cool. It's Little Rock. KAY.
Sales manager there joins me. How are you, buddy?
1100 Cleveland, Ohio. WTAM. 345 miles. Okay, I can't hover there. It's KMLX St. Louis. 275 miles.
A lot of countries use hemp around the world, including China, which would probably be more.
It's 1110. I'll do a pop-up on it. I don't have my new list yet. I keep forgetting to print it. But 1120 does some music in the weekends. It's nice. WBBR, New York City. Barely hearing it. Yeah, I don't have any transformers plugged in, so I'm definitely... And my lights are all incandescent, so I'm getting just... From, I think from the camera, being close to the camera and then touching the antenna, I'm having that noise. Okay.
Big on the gifts of the Spirit and all the...
Let's go 1180. That's Wham. So we're just going to kind of cruise up. Let's see if we can get 1210. I think it's there. WPHT Philly. Other stuff over it. WHKW, Cleveland, Ohio. 345 miles. So we 1280. 1290.
WDLFM, flagship station. Saturday night news show.
1310 is usually CIWW, Ottawa, Ontario. 660 miles. We're just going to go all the way up here. We're just going to kind of go to like the big towers close by, and then we'll cut it.
There's a little much there. Like he's like, oh, I'll meet him at the bus.
WCKY, 1530, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
When anybody swims in my pool, they have to stay underwater.
KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles. Classic radio.
I haven't been such a good neighbor, but I could turn over a new leaf, then we could...
Just kind of go up to 1610. CHHA, Toronto, Ontario. Playing music. We're not going to even hover there. So getting a lot of stations with this radio. And I think we're going to call it. All right. So turn the power off. The step feature, I was going to show you, it's just pretty much you can change 9 and 10K step. It can also change on the FM from 50 kilohertz stepping to 100 kilohertz stepping. So pretty neat little radio. Let's do final thoughts real quick. All right, so the Sangean DT-180. This sells for $33.50 in black and I think $32 in white. So it represents a great value if you don't need a speaker. I really like it. 2 AAA batteries. I'm not sure life expectancy, but I'm going to guess around 45 hours to 50 hours. That's just a good estimation. And yeah, so this disc, solid buy in my book all the way around. You heard the AM reception. During the day, it sounds amazing. The night, we got some great distance stations nighttime. Just a great little radio. Man, is it awesome. Thank you again, JJ Coolhouse. I appreciate it. For those who want to donate radios, I have an Amazon wish list link in my channel header. You can check that out. I also have it in the description details down below. It's awesome. I'll definitely, you donate the radio. I'll do a feature. I'll do a shout out to you. Maybe we'll revisit your radio that you donated. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to do a comparison with this radio with other ones too. Also, if you want, I have an email address in my About section. Click it if you want to send me an email and you have radios you want to send me. You got an old radio that you found, an old Sangean model you want me to review. Give me a heads up. I'll give you my address and you can send it over. Just a couple of things that I mentioned. So if you like the video, big thumbs up. If you like this little radio, big thumbs up. Awesome. If you're new, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I get notified new videos. If you love these little radio reviews, I love making them. It's just a great time. Enjoy radio listening, as you can tell. And then comment below what you think about the DT-180. Would you buy it? Would you pass? Let me know your input. Okay, guys. Take care. Talk to you later.